Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to Functional English. I hope you are healthy, motivated and ready to begin an exciting learning journey. Language is much more than a school subject. It's a skill that helps us communicate our ideas, express our feelings, solve problems and build meaningful relationships. Whether you are writing an assignment, attending an interview, giving a presentation, or simply talking to someone, good communication can make a positive difference. In this course, we will not only learn the English language, but we will also explore how language helps us become more confident, thoughtful, and effective communicators. This week, we will focus on 4 important language skills. We will begin by revising 3 basic parts of speech: nouns, verbs, and adjectives. Then, you will practice your listening skills through a short video, improve your reading through an script based on habit 1, that is, be proactive. And finally, learn useful vocabulary and expressions that you can use in your everyday communication. By the end of the lecture, you should be able to identify nouns, verbs, and adjectives, understand how to approach this week's learning activities, and recognize how language reflects our thoughts and choices. So let's get started and understand nouns. Before we can communicate, we need words to name the world around us. Look around your room for a moment. Perhaps you can see a book, a chair, a table, a mobile phone, or maybe a window. Each of these has a name. Words that gives names to people, places, animals, things, or even ideas are called nouns. For example, student, teacher, Pakistan, university, friend, and even honesty, all are nouns. Whether you ask yourself, what's the name of this person, place, thing, or idea, the answer is usually a noun. Nouns are the foundation of every sentence because they tell us who or what we are talking about. You are shown a picture. That is your activity 1. Name the noun. Now it's your turn to practice. On your screen, you will be shown a picture along with sporting flashcards. Look at the picture carefully. Do not rush to answer. Instead, observe it closely. Ask yourself, who can I see? What objects are there? What places or things can I identify? Now, write down any 5 nouns that you can find in the picture. Remember, there may be more than one correct answer. Different learners notice different details, and that is perfectly acceptable. If you need more time, pause the video, complete the activity, and then continue with the lecture. It was all about nouns. Now let's talk about verbs. Understanding verb is a very, very easy thing. Nouns are the names and verbs are the actions. Now that we have learned how to name people and things, let's ask another important question. What they are doing? This question introduces us to verbs. A verb tells us about an action or a state. It shows what someone or something does. For example, the student reads, the teacher explains, the children play, the birds fly, the baby sleeps. Notice that every sentence becomes meaningful because of the verb. Without a verb, we know who we are talking about, but we do not know what is happening. So whether you read a sentence, try asking yourself, what's the action? The answer is usually the verb. Now it's a time for activity number 2. That is, name the verb. You will be shown another set of pictures. Study each picture carefully. This time, instead of naming the objects, think about the actions taking place. For example, if you see someone writing, your answer could be write. If you see someone running, your answer could be run. If someone is smiling, you may write smile. So try to write as many action verbs as you can. Remember, there can be several correct answers, but different people may describe the same picture in different ways. Pause the video if you would like additional time to complete the activity. Now it's the time to understand adjectives. We know how to name people and things. We have also talked about how they act and how to describe their actions. But it is also very important to understand how to describe their qualities. Sometimes we want to have more information about a person or an object. For example, instead of saying this is a book, we might say this is an interesting book. The word interesting tells us more about the book. Words that describe nouns are called adjectives. Adjectives make our language clear, richer, and more interesting. Look at these examples. A kind teacher, a beautiful garden, a small village, a hard-working student. The words kind, beautiful, small, and hard-working all describe nouns. They help the listener or reader create a clearer picture in their mind. Let's do activity 3, that is find the adjectives. You will be given a short reading passage from a book. Read the passage carefully and pay close attention to the words that describe people, place, or thing. As you read, ask yourself, which words give me more information about a noun? Those describing words are called adjectives. Read the passage slowly and carefully. If you come across an unfamiliar word, try to understand its meanings from the surrounding sentence before checking its definition. You may pause the video whenever you need more time to complete the activity. Let's move towards the next part of the lecture. In this part, we will move beyond grammar. We will explore a listening activity, how to read on habit 1. Be proactive can strengthen both your comprehension and your communication skills, and discover some useful vocabulary and idiomatic expressions that you can use in everyday English. Let's continue. You are going to be shown a video link on your screen. You have to watch the video and then you have to be ready for the answers to let us know that you have understood that. Listening is much more than simply hearing words. It's about understanding ideas, recognizing emotions, and identifying the speaker's purpose. Good listening helps us become better communicators and more confident users of English. Next, the video clip is from the movie The Pursuit of Happiness. As you watch the video, pay close attention to the conversation, the speaker's facial expressions, and body language. These non-verbal cues often help us understand the speaker's feelings and intentions. You will also be given a set of questions to answer after watching the video. While watching, you may find it helpful to note down a few keywords or important expressions. This will make it easier to answer the questions later. If needed, you may pause or replay the video before writing your responses. Remember, the purpose of this activity is not only to understand the conversation, but also to improve your listening and observation skills. Let's move towards the next reading section. The reading for this week is based on habit 1, that is be proactive. And it has been taken from Stephen Covey's well-known book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. In this course, we have used selected ideas from this book to help develop your English language skills. As you read, pay attention not only to the message, but also to the vocabulary, sentence structures, and expressions used in the text. The first habit encourages us to be proactive. But what does proactive mean? A proactive person takes responsibility for their actions. Instead of waiting for problems to be solved by someone else, they think carefully, make positive choices, and take appropriate action. On the other hand, a reactive person allows situations or emotions to control their responses. Instead of looking for solutions, they often focus on the problem itself. For example, imagine you have an assignment due next week. A proactive student starts preparing early and manages time wisely. A reactive student, on the other hand, waits until the last moment and then feels stressed. Can you see the difference? One makes a thoughtful choice, while the other simply reacts to the situation. Another important idea in this reading is a circle of concern and circle of influence. The circle of concern includes things that we can never control, such as the weather or the decisions made by others. The circle of influence includes things that we can control, such as our attitudes, our efforts, our study habits, and the way we respond to challenges. As you read the text, think about these ideas and consider how they are explained through language. Applying what you have learned to help you understand these concepts more clearly, you will be given an application activity. Read each situation carefully before choosing your answer. Ask yourself, is this an example of proactive behavior or reactive behavior? Or does this situation belong to the circle of concern or circle of influence? Take your time, think carefully before responding. Remember, there is often a reason behind every answer. So try to explain your thinking whenever possible. It's about vocabulary section now. Vocabulary development is very, very important. Every reading introduces us to new words and expressions. In this week's lesson, you will also learn several useful idioms related to responsibility, choice, influence, and attitude. For example, the ball is in your court. It means that it is your own turn to make a decision or take action. Similarly, face the music. It means accepting responsibility for your actions and dealing with the consequences. As you study these expressions, try to understand the meanings before using them in your sentences. Then choose any 5 words or expressions from the vocabulary list and use each one in a meaningful sentence. It will help you to learn new vocabulary, and it will be easier when you use it in your own writing and speaking. This was all about today's class. We have talked about grammatical concepts, noun, verb, and adjectives. We have also learned a very important habit, that was be proactive. We have been involved in a listening activity, reading activity, and then something related to vocabulary. I hope that you have understood each and every concept, and I would suggest you to look the video again and again. If you feel any problem in understanding, you have been given my contact number as well and the other contact details. Feel free to contact me to just ask your queries and solve your problems. See you in the next class. Take good care of yourself. Stay happy, stay blessed. Fi Aman Allah.